1-2 the count to Mr. McCabe with 2 outs here in the 3rd inning. And the West battling back to trail by 1, and they've got runners at 2nd and 3rd. That one will go up into the stands as well. We had a quick conference out on the mound. Let me make a quick correction. Alfano's still down at 3rd with runners at 2nd and 3rd, and McCabe up. It is 6-4 our score. So the tying runs are on base. This one down in the dirt, off of the first baseman's glove. Now it is 6-5. Here comes the tying run. Throw to the plate, not in time. Throw down a second, not in time. Two RBIs for Kevin McCabe. All right, we're going to take an isolation look down at second base as Dan Connolly rolling in from there on that last base hit. And you'll have an opportunity to watch him round the bases and a quick look to see where the ball is. And his dying quail impersonation at home is good. So it is all tied up now at 6 apiece. And here is Philip Amatuli with 2 outs and a runner at 2nd. And that's on the outside part of the plate. Strike 2. Way outside. 2-2. Count is even. Matter of fact, deuces are wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Fouled off the screen. West with 6 runs here in this 3rd inning to tie the ball game up. That one reached on, but way ahead of it and pumped it into the maintenance yard off of the left field woods. So McCabe back down to 2nd. And went on an inside fastball and goes down swinging for the 3rd out here in the 3rd inning. But not before his West compatriots come up with 6 runs on 6 base hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on. So we have completed now 2.5, and we got ourselves a ball game in the Major League All-Star game with the West and the East knotted up at 6 apiece. Softball is on the schedule here at Cable 3, and for the 7th consecutive season, the sports team is going to roll in the truck and head off into a town near you. And our season premiere begins next week from the town of Hastings. On the game of the week, we'll be up at Zinsser Park, better known as the Homer Dome, and you're going to see some fly out of there. And we'll have the Knights against the Dorsey Sailors, and that 2A softball teams, and we'll have it for you Tuesday, June 16th at 8 p.m. and then Thursday, June 18th at 9 p.m. The season premiere from the town of Hastings of the Cable 3 Sports Softball Game of the Week. So we go now to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The East, who are leading 6-0, all of a sudden, the West pushes across 6 of their own to tie the ball game up. What's a tennis ball out here as well? All right, so we go to the 3rd now. For the West, it'll be Patsy Andolino now pitching.
Easy, Danny, easy, babe. You're gonna wreck his head here.
with Dan Conley behind the plate. The defensive changes continuing as they're moving players around inning by inning as it is, but the lineup that they gave us, they're going to change that a little bit.
He almost hit you in the head on that one.
And in just a moment, we'll get this third inning started. Well, Josh Butler got his 2 innings of work in, but started a little earlier than he anticipated, having to come in when Jasper Lee couldn't get anybody out in the first inning. And all of a sudden now, this ball game tied up at 6 apiece as we go to the bottom half of the third inning. John McGillian will lead it off. Leif Berquist on deck and Mike Murphy in the hole. Final 3 of the batting order for the East All-Stars. And here comes John McGillian, his first appearance at the plate. On the outside corner, strike 1. Went after a high fastball, fouled it off. All right, 2. Ripped into center field, base hit. So McGillian with the 4th hit of the day for the East All-Stars. Leadoff hitter is on, and we'll bring up Leif Berquist. Strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes to Berquist. Rips this one into deep left field, and that will go a 1-hopper over the wall for a ground rule double. Oh, he got all of that one. And just ripped that into the gap in left center, 1 hop over the fence. So Berquist on with a ground rule double, puts runners at second and third, nobody out. And Mike Murphy now, the last hitter in the East All-Star lineup, climbs in. And Patsy Annalino having his problems in the third. First 2 hitters are on. Swing and a miss. High fastball, strike 1. Squares around a bunt and went right through it. So again, Annalino 0-2 on a hitter. The last time he had 0-2 was on Berquist, who promptly dumped it over the wall for a ground rule double. But this time he will get Murphy swinging. Strike 3. Throw down to third base, not in time. So that's the first out of the inning, and we go back to the top of the order as everybody's now going to bat around again, give their second appearance, and it will be Rob Sarasi, who was hit by a pitch to open up the game and came around to score eventually. Big out there, but this is an even bigger hitter now with runners at second and third. Annalino trying to settle down, get out of the jam. First pitch a little low, ball 1.
Good talk, Dan. Good talk.
One after this one, and foul tipped it out of the glove. And the count evens at 1-1. Of course, the foul ball, runners have to hold.
Wait on the pitch. Right there, even with the grip. Ball!
Outside and low. 2 balls and a strike.
Oh my God, there's at least 4.
Comebacker, and they're going to go over to first, get the out there. They may have had a play at the plate, but Andolino decided to get the shore out and does. But a run scores. McGillian scores from third, and that makes it 7-6 now in favor of the East All-Stars. Another look at it here. This one comes right back at him. He checks home, but decides to go over to first. Almost threw it away, but didn't. So 1 out, run in. Berquist moves down to third on the ground out. And now we've got Phil Lopiano, who walked and scored in the first inning. Pops this one up. That'll be out of play.
Swing down. 1-1.
Just missed outside. 2 outs now. Or 2 outs, that's right. 2 outs here in the third. In there. So now Deuce is wild here in the third. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a quick conference out on the mound. Just going out there and say, strike this guy out. So that conference completed. And Phil Lopiano climbs back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at third. That one got away. So the count full, 3-2. Got it. Lopiano took a pretty good cut at it, but swung through it. And that's going to do it for the East All-Stars. But they do come up with a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We've completed 3. We're halfway done in the Major League All-Star game of the TYA, with the East leading the West by a score of 7-6. Man-to-man by the Crusaders. Wagner, baseline, got it, and he's fouled. Bill Behrens got it. Full onside. Alvin Lott from three-point land, got it. Kiefer all the way, got it. Wagner, got it. And you can get it. All the action, all season, every season long on Cable 3 Sports. You got it? What a day for a tan. The perfect day for a tan. And a lot of those folks getting in that good tan on a nice Saturday afternoon at the ballpark. The TYA All-Star Extravaganza. John Critty along with a hacker Pete Maneri. You back? Sin duda, big fella.
Sin duda, right. Tell me, it's only the 4th inning? I only missed 1 inning. I was gone for an hour and a half. Missed 1 inning, and I must say, not to be unkind, the quality of play has been terrible. It really has.
Having a little trouble holding on to the baseball.
Another
as
change
it goes.
in the 5th inning defensively. We got Kramer playing short and playing Celestino in the 5th inning. Not this inning, next inning. Right there. In the game now.
All right, out on the mound.
There have been times when we've seen some excellent level of play here at TYA. Today is not one of those days.
It's been a rough one.
It has been a struggle.
All right, on the mound now for the East All-Stars as the West comes up. We have for you Jeff Celestino, who is pitching. And he'll be facing Jasper Lee, the last man in the West lineup. And the first pitch, ball 1. It's over. 1-1 the count. East leading the West 7-6.
Jasper Lee will be followed by Matt Smith and Bill Walsh. If anyone keeps it going, number 3 batter in the lineup, Ryan Serecchia.
He's battling back to take the lead after leading 6-0, then found themselves tied up. And Jasper went after a high fastball. Count evens at 2-2. East with the go-ahead run in the bottom of the third. They lead 7-6.
Jasper Lee starting pitcher in this ball game for his club, but couldn't find the plate. Moved around on him.
Oh, count full at 3-2. On the knees. Strike 3, and Jasper Lee goes down looking. So back up we head to the top of the lineup here in the 4th, and Matt Smith leads it away. He lined a shot to the second baseman in the first inning, 0 for 1. First pitch is high, ball 1. On the outside corner, 1-1.
Erwin Goodfriend, former commissioner of the league, president of the league, I suppose, was chatting with me as I took an inning off, and he talked about how he really thinks that the league quality will be a lot better next year because there are a lot of 11-year-old kids in this year's All-Star team, and he thinks that a year from now, obviously, they'll all have improved, and that the quality of play may be a bit to the level where they're accustomed to it here at TYA, which is considerably high.
As a matter of fact, we're going to see Mr. Goodfriend in July when we head over to the Eastchester Pony League field for the Pony League, Coat League double bill that we'll have here on Cable 3. Got a busy summer coming up.
You don't have a date on that baby yet, do you?
I do, but I'm not telling you.
Oh.
Because you'll only lose it.
No, tell me. I'll tell you if I'm on vacation or not.
July 13th.
I'm on vacation.
August 12th.
I'm not.
I'm on vacation. September 12th. I'm on vacation.
I'm unemployed.
Billy Walsh now. The count, no balls, 2 strikes. With 1 out here in the 4th inning. Runner down at first base. That one foul off the screen. Are you really?
Yeah, 4 through 18.
4 through 18
of July. And I'll be back and forth because I've got a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's a good vacation. Throw down at first is not in time.
You know me, I can't take too many days in a row. I can't stand the prosperity of it all. I'm not happy if I'm not unhappy.
I'm happiest when I'm complaining. Fly ball, right field. And that one falls out of the glove. And the runner's still going. They're holding it on in the outfield for some reason. Well, E9.
So Smith goes over to third.
John Magnin out there. Couldn't hold on to it. Puts runners at the corners, 1 away, and here comes Ryan Serecchia. And the runner goes, and he'll go in standing up. To second base, Bill Walsh. Grounder down to third. They'll try for the play at first, and they get it. But a run does score, and so again we are tied.
Gives Serecchia a run batted in as Smith crosses over. Walsh goes to third. No, I'm sorry, Walsh stays. What is he doing there? On the throw over, Walsh should have crossed from second to third, did not. But Smith came in and scored.
Here's Kevin O'Callahan, who again plumps it into right field, and again, they can't handle it out there. And that throw gets away. They'll touch him off.
give him a triple and an error. 3-base hit by O'Callahan, who gives in the score on the overthrow.
Well, I'd say that was a bit of a late jump in right field. There you see the first run scoring, and then the play down at third got away from everybody.
Ball's certainly catchable, but you can't assume the catch in a tough sun field. So 2 runs come in.
9-7. And Al Viafor struck out, called out on strikes in the second. 2 outs here in the fourth. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
One more, Jeff.
Up high. A chant of Al, Al, Al goes up from the crowd.
2-2.
So the count at 2-2.
Come on, Jeff. Strike 3.
Strike 3. Viafor, for the second time in the game, goes down looking. But the West has come back to regain the lead they had before they got to the 7th inning, or to the 3rd inning, as they come up with 3 more runs on 1 hit. There were 2 errors in that inning, and we had nobody left on base. So at the end now of 3 1/2, it's the West All-Stars 9, and the East All-Stars, who have been hurt by those 6 errors, at 7. Is that right? 6 errors? No, that's not right. They're going a little nuts in the truck.
I don't know about that.
Make it 4 errors.
And then you're giving more base hits.
Well, they've been trying to make the ball disappear in this ball game, and we've got some guys who do it professionally on our Cable 3 Productions Westchester Performs coming in July. We will have for you the Festival of Magic 2 over at the New Rochelle Sheridan, and also the Mamaroneck Firemen's Parade. 2 interesting activities that will include a host of your friends and neighbors, and we hope to put together a couple of nice programs on that. Hope you'll join in. Check the program guide the last week of June, first week of July on Westchester Performs. Well, there's John Magnan, our second base umpire, who's taking a bit of a breather.
Long day out there. No chairs out there, huh? Well, there's one.
Get that good base tan.
Don't hurt yourself out there, huh? All right.
9-7 the score, bottom half of the 4th inning upcoming. As the East climbs in, and Patsy Annalino once again out on the mound working his 2nd inning. Danny Burke now the new center fielder.
He's wiping off his face.
Get a batter?
No, I just didn't think he's wiping off his face.
And climbing in will be Brian Neller. Brian walked and scored back in the 1st inning.
Now the number 3 batter in the lineup.
That one popped up in the infield and handled by Annalino on the mound.
Home run in a haystack. Straight up through the roof.
Oh, is that where that comes from? Haystack. You know,
Home run in a haystack.
Well, I think of the, you know, the big haystack out in the field. But you're talking about the haystack in a barn.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't they say a home run in a barn?
They should say a home run in a silo.
Well, why don't you start that?
I think so. Home run in a silo. Okay. I think they probably say home run in a haystack because it is alliterative.
And it rhymes, too.
No, it doesn't
No,
rhyme.
it didn't rhyme.
It's alliterative. H and H.
H and H, right, okay.
Rhyme is when the last syllable in consecutive or in a series of words is the same. You know what I mean, big guy?
Automatopoeia.
He used to go with his sister.
Jeff Celestino is up. Grounder down to third. Handled by Eddie Niumkul. Throw to first in time.
Automatopoeia is like Pia Zadora. Isn't that true?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a ticket.
All right, Jeff, who is now 1 for 2 on a 2-run single back in the first.
A little assonance.
What? Now Billy Beckett walked in the first inning. And that went off the handles, back up into the crowd.
This is name that literary device.
Oh, God, last thing I'm going to do.
A little pathetic fallacy.
Oh, I learned, what's this, our 6th year? I learned 7 years ago never to play games with a master. That one will find its way to the fence in right field. Beckett around first, around second. See if they try to score him here. Yeah, they're gonna. Here's the throw. Nope, they'll hold him up. Oh, I thought he was coming for sure, and the throw was a good one.
Yes, it was. It would have had him. Clean triple for Beckett. Billy B. Wraps it to the fence in right field. Rod Petrie's going to try to bring him in with 2 out.
Kevin McCabe out there in right field couldn't track it down. 2 outs here in the 4th. Runner at third, and Rob Petrie, who's looking for Mel Cooley. Fouled off. You know, I'm looking at these names of all the kids we've had so far. We've got Rob Petrie, we've got Kevin McCabe, we've got Robert Conrad.
I tell you, we're the TV tuners here.
I guess so. That's foul ball right at the plate. Runner at third, 2 away. Fouled again. Petrie hanging tough in the box.
Staying alive.
Your order.
Out of this one. Grounder will get through. RBI single for Petrie. And it's 9-7. 9-8. Still 2 away. Now Mike Feldman. Struck out in the first. 0 for 1. Bouncer off of the mound. Boy, that took a nice hop right into the shortstop's hands. He steps on second to register the force play, and that'll do it here in the 4th inning. But the East comes 1 closer. They pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. And at the end of 4 complete now here at Labriola Field, it is the West All-Stars 9 and the East All-Stars 8. We'll return in just a moment.
Cable 3 News, Westchester's only live 30-minute television news program.
From our New Rochelle studios, here's Kevin McCabe.
Good evening. News from around the county and around your neighborhood. Politics, business, sports, medicine, and just plain people appear every week on Cable 3 News.
We're supposed to be in mass.
Westchester's news program live at 6:30, Cable 3 News.
I'll tell you, glad you wear that red blazer, big guy.
Why? I want to make sure you knew which one was me.
This way in hunting season, you don't get shot.
That's true. Many times driving down the street, I've been mistaken for a moose.
So the ladies out. Watching the kids play today on a Saturday.
It's going to be you and me in a few years, pal.
It's going to be you.
It's going to be you. You mean you're not going to come out and watch little Keith?
Oh, yeah, I'll come out and watch him play. I won't coach, that's all.
Oh, you won't?
No.
Would you umpire?
No. No. I like him to go out on his own.
What a pillar of the community.
No, I have a funny feeling about that whole thing. I mean, I'd certainly work with him and with other kids on learning how to hit and that sort of thing. I just, I don't know about being actively involved in games in which he plays. I mean, I'd work in other games. I think it's tough on a kid when his father's involved as a coach or an umpire in the game. So maybe coach or umpire on a different level.
All right, leading it off here for the West is Eddie Nyumkul. Reached on an error in the second inning.
Actually, no, my goal is to have him caddy for me. That's really my goal.
I thought it'd be the other way around. You caddy for him on a pro tour somewhere.
Initially, though, he has to learn the game by carrying Dad's bag.
And then Dad has to find somebody to teach him the game.
Yeah, that's true. Another tuition payment.
1-1 to count. Popped up, and that one's going to be out of play.
I'll tell you, the bond market better prosper, because it's either that or he's working in a pizzeria.
Or mowing yours and other people's lawns.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, at least you'll get yours done.
All right, Eddie, do it between now and then, though.
Heading to Nyumkul with a count of 1-2. Now it's 2-2. Leadoff hitter, pardon me, 3-2. Leadoff hitter here in the top half of the fifth inning, with the West leading the East 9-8. Reached out for this one, down to third. Throw to first is in time.
So Nyumkul is out 5-3. Nick Dentanto, who has been catching today. And you got to like the catchers. Nick took a call third strike in the second inning. But tell you what, he's done a very good job behind the plate. I like the way he handles himself back there.
Bobby Kramer down to third, making that last play for the first down of the inning. And an opening ball to Dentanto. Going way up high.
Good-looking young catcher. And you know, John, if you catch, you can make the ball club on a lot of levels.
On the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike now to Dentanto. Outside, 3-1. Nobody on, 1 out, top half of the fifth inning. Swing and a miss.
Now you're out full.
Same place. Matthew, coming your way.
Fouled off the screen.
Fastball did not get past him. Wasn't able to turn those wrists, roll the top over the bottom, but was able to get some of the bat on the ball.
Way outside, ball 4.
So Dentanto works a base on balls. Nick Sofia grounded to first baseman unassisted in the second inning.
Takes an opening strike from Robbie Sarasi.
Matthew, he's coming. You're backing him up.
High, 1-1.
Yeah, don't shake your head.
2-1. Missed outside, 3-1 the count.
3-1, Tom. Make sure, man. Make sure.
Right down the middle, good looking pitch, 3-2 now.
Sure was.
That's way high, ball 4. So Dentanto moves down to second. Sofia is on at first. Charlie Lanzalato is next to hit. And before that, Bob Sarasi is going to go out and talk with his son.
There have been some real pitching woes today. I tell you, the kids have hit the ball. They've not caught the ball today. And the pitchers have had a difficult time getting it over the plate. But guys are up there swinging away. You have to hand that to them.
Lanzalato, who doubled in the third inning, had a ground rule double in the third. Foul straight back.
Bainbridge and Antolino on on deck and in the hole. Andy Bainbridge and Patsy Antolino.
1-2 the count to Lanzolotto. Oh, reached for a high outside pitch and missed it. And it'll go down as out number 2 here in the 5th inning. And the previously mentioned Andy Bainbridge. Mr. Rossi wasting no time as he gets right up there.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? I mean, he's just standing up there and firing away.
That one got away, so the count now 2 balls, no strikes to Bainbridge, who singled and scored in the 3rd inning. It's when the West put across 6 runs. Foul back, 2-1. 9-8 the score. The West on top. Grounder down to second. Backhanded, flipped to second, and they get the force play.
And just.
Yes, in time. That goes 4-6. So that'll end it here in the top half of the 5th inning as the West comes away empty. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. And at the end of 4 1/2, it remains the West All-Stars 9 and the East All-Stars 8. We've got one other baseball game to tell you about as we continue with our hardball schedule here on Cable 3. Last week we were down at Glover Field in Pelham to watch the Pelham Mets and the Mamaroneck Braves of the Westchester Baseball Association go at it. These are the guys who are playing college or even had a little major league experience. Still playing some baseball during the week, and we're going to have their all-star game for you coming up at Delfino Park in White Plains, and you'll be able to see that Saturday, June 27th at 8 p.m. and Sunday, June 28th at 10 a.m. Westchester Baseball Association.
That is some pretty good level ball.
We saw a pretty good game the other night.
Yeah.
The Mets beating the Braves 8-3. A couple of one home run and some excellent defensive play as well. That's what these kids are shooting for. They're going to continue their baseball careers. They'll go on from here, play Pony and Coal League, and then manage a spot on the varsity roster. And after that, it's on to college. And in between your summer months, play a little bit in the WBA.
They don't have a lot of Legion ball here.
There was no American Legion team here in Eastchester this past year.
Interesting. Growing up on Staten Island, American Legion ball was the deal. I mean, there were guys who were more interested in their Legion ball than they were in their high school ball and their college ball. And Staten Island, of course, as I've mentioned a few times, a great baseball community. And a number of major leaguers out of there, and they do go get it.
Opening pitch pounded down to second. Quick throw, not in time. That one a little hard to handle down at second base.
Give him a base hit.
Sure. And that's Matty Smith at second, who just couldn't get a glove on it. And Mike Manzone on with this base hit.
Manzoni.
Mazzoni,
M-A-Z-Z-O-N-I. That's what the coaches told me, anyhow.
All right. Robert Sicamani now. He had an RBI double and scored in the second inning.
That ground ball hit very hard. Would have been outstanding play.
This one down the line in right field and will fall in behind the trees. Foul ball.
Neat little ballpark here, John. How was this developed?
This was actually like most of the ballparks around Westchester County, done with lots and lots of volunteer work. Was a playground at long time ago when I used to go to the grammar school right up the hill, and just had more kids than the Eastchester Little League field could handle, and year after year they just put a little more work into it.
So Sicamani goes down on strike, swinging, and Rob Kramer swings at the first and misses it. Nice facility, thanks.
Outside, 1-1. Bottom half of the fifth inning. East trailing by a run. And they've got a runner on with one away. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Robbie Sarasi's really settled down.
Throwing the ball well.
Sure is. Outside, runner goes, and he'll quickly retreat back to first. Now go back to second as the ball gets away.
Well, it's not an error on the throw, and it's an error on the fielder, shortstop, missing the ball.
That's just the first
Mike
error.
Mazzoni. And they're going to have him hung up, and he knows it. Back he goes. The throw away, and he goes in again. No stolen base, and he just moved to third base just now on a pass ball.
That's right. As we come back, Bobby Kramer striking out on that 1-2 pitch, and Mazzoni moving down to third. So the tying run, 60 feet away, and Jiro Ayataka, who struck out back in the second inning, climbs in and cuts and misses on the first one. Foul back. No balls, 2 strikes.
Big batter here.
Got him. Strike 3, and that'll do it for the East All-Stars here in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, no left. Sarasi strike, or 1 left, and Sarasi
and 1 error.
And 1 error, and Sarasi strikes out 3 in the inning. As we go now to the top half of the 6th inning, with the West holding on to a 1-run lead over the East.
Magic, the art of producing mysterious effects by illusion and sleight of hand. Marquee Magic Incorporated presents the Westchester Festival of Magic 2, June 28th at the New Rochelle Sheridan, and Cable 3 will air the all-day magic convention as part of our Westchester Perform series. You'll be amazed at their talents and bewitched by what you can and cannot see. So tune in June 30th and July 2nd at 8 p.m. and July 5th at 10 a.m. for an evening of enchantment on Cable 3.
Top half of the 6th inning coming up. The West All-Stars will be batting, and they lead by 1, 9-8.
And moms and dads out for the day to watch the kids play.
Yes, they are, Hacker.
Well, you know, that's what the whole deal's about.
So they tell me.
Well, you've got to... Christy and John Stephen.
Leading the way, Patsy Antolino for the West. And he is going to face the offerings of Rob Petrie. David Bernardini is the new catcher. 1-1 the count. Inside. 2 years ago, we had an extra inning affair in the Major League All-Star game. I remember Dan Forliano hitting a 3-run homer in the bottom of the 7th to win it.
That's right. Poked one out of here.
2-2 the count. Inside. West up by 1. Scored 6 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th. That one is slow roller. They're going to have to hustle. Throw to first, gets away. Good backup play, and they won't get him back at first. He did make the turn, and if they could have gotten down on him, they might have called him out there.
Let's take a look at that one again. Ball's just going to roll off on the 3-2 pitch. Just gets out there. They would have had him E1.
A little discussion now between the two managers. I believe they're arguing that the camera got in the way and that he should be awarded second base on the play, but nobody's going to have anything of that. Now, here comes Robert Conrad. Go ahead, knock it off. I dare you. Ball strike, throw down to second, is in time.
Good throw.
2-6, he's shot down. Patsy Antolino. I think that's the only time we've seen this all day. Let's take another look. He squares to bunt. The throw comes through, and they have him by plenty.
And very quickly, Conrad now with a count of no balls, 2 strikes on him with 1 out and nobody on. Outside, 1 and 2. David Bernardini with a fine throw down to second. Get the runner. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
So Conrad down on strikes, and quickly 2 out. Josh Butler, the man.
Butler singled and scored in the 3rd inning. 1 for 1 today. Right in there. Swing and a miss. 0 and 2. Boy, that was a swing good enough for the next 2 at-bats.
Boy, wasn't it? All of a sudden the pitchers are down. They're tough to hit.
Grounder down to short. Takes a high hop and bounces off of his chest into center field. A base hit. Rob Cinquamani at shortstop. He had that one, but I believe it hit the edge of the grass and the dirt and comes right up in him. Boom.
Got him on the meat hand.
So base hit there.
And, you know, he clear base hit because he was down, he was in position, the ball just jumped up at him. Boy, what a helpless feeling that is, huh?
What a surprising feeling that is. So runner at first, Nick Alfano now reached on there and scored in the 3rd, and the first pitch over, strike 1. West up by a run. 1 and 1. Way inside. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Come on, man.
Good looking pitch.
Very nice.
After he'd been moved back off the plate on the last pitch, Alfano just let that one go by.
2-2 pitch. Foul back. He's still alive.
I'll tell you what, that was in the zone, too. It was in the strike zone, but up and in. Really tough pitch, and Alfano did a good job fouling it off.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Alfano is down on strikes, and that ends the inning for the West All-Stars here in the 6th. No runs, no hit, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on. And we're going now to the last chance saloon. The West leading the East as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. West leading 9-8. And again, before we get out of here, our sincere thanks to Bob Sarasi, president of the Tucko Youth Association, and the board of directors for the TYA. All their help this morning and this afternoon and into early evening.
Yeah. Was that today?
That was today. We began today. Been quite an afternoon, but good opportunity for the kids to get on the tube and a chance for them to, make a quick copy of this one. I don't know. Would you save this and show this to your grandkids?
Absolutely.
This is what I did 50 years ago.
Listen, I have box scores from my high school and college games. I actually saved box scores. I have box scores of Little League ball and Legion ball and all that. You want to see him?
I can hardly wait.
Hold on, I got him right here. I brought.
Bring him, will you? Wow, that must be quite entertaining for the folks who visit the Menaries.
No questions.
Hey, how about after some dessert, I pop out the old box score?
Now, this was in the 1956 season. You all remember 56 well, and I had 2 for 3 in this game. That was a game we played in Utica. That was another big one.
All right, Dave Connolly's going to try to wrap this one up, while the East will look to tie it or win it outright as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Matt Carlo leading it off. And right now the count is 1 ball, 1 strike.
Connolly's job is to throw strikes here. His club on top, and it's his game to win or lose here.
High fastball.
That was a pitch that was not in the zone, and he got a lot of help there.
Connolly with 3 strikeouts already.
Matt Carlo.
Line drive, center field, base hit. So the East is alive. And what's that I hear? Very faintly in the back, I hear the truck screaming, extra innings, extra innings. Real baseball fans in the truck today. That one gets away, and Carlo's going to hustle down to second base. I know Chris Chulo, who's working the bucket truck, he'd like to go 3 or 4 more innings.
No question. He's waiting for the sun to set.
Doug Cerasi at the plate. He goes after a high inside fastball. Runner at second. There he is. Look at him. He's hiding in the trees. He can hardly wait. More innings. More innings. And again, high inside fastball. And again, Cerasi got after it. Oh, Chulo's not even there anymore. He just moved the bucket truck in the tree so nobody knows. That one gets away, and the runner's going to move up to third base.
The job still, however, remains to get an out here. That run is not going to hurt. The deal is you've got to get some outs. Oh, beautiful pitch. Cerasi took a fastball down Broadway. 1 out, runner on third.
Now Dave Bernardini. Dave was called out on strikes back in the 2nd inning. Of course, anything hits probably going to get that run in, which will tie it up. Home run will win it right here. And you might be able to hear the grunting from Dan Connolly out on the mound. He's really rearing back and firing now.
But the point is, if you start to pay attention too much to that runner out there, you start putting other runners on. Got to get outs. Has to work the batters.
And Bernardini just laying off of it.
Boy, they want that fast.
They sure do.
That pitch up high.
That one's high. 3 balls, no strikes to Dave Bernardini. Foul back, gray and white.
Bernardini hanging in there, huh?
Let him swing on the 3-0 pitch.
Well, you know.
Give him that green light.
That's right. This is where you love to hit in the ball game now, huh? Boy, he's just up there with the tying right on. Drive the pitch.
And he tries to go the other way with it and foul it off. So the count goes full at 3-2.
This is where the good hitters just love it. And you're up there with the ball game on the line. Yeah, the good fielder wants the ball hit to him. The good hitter wants to be up there at this juncture of the game.
There's all kinds of conferences going out in the infield. Everybody making sure they know what to do with the ball when it comes. They're tight in on the corners.
And they're halfway at shortstop and almost all the way back at second base.
3-2 pitch. Grounder down, and it gets through. The ball game's tied. RBI single for Dave Bernardini.
Well, that was a very good at-bat for Bernardini. Hit a 3-1 pitch, Conley was pitching him away, hit the fastball away, and drove it through the infield. We are tied.
All right, John Magnin.
Now, with one out, let's see, do they send Bernardini, try to get him in scoring position?
Slow roller down the third baseline, and that one just goes foul.
And they were, by the way, sending Bernardini.
9-9 the score. Right in there. No balls, 2 strikes to count to John Magnin. He struck out swinging back in the second inning. Low.
Just missed. John McGillen on deck.
Conley now going to take a little more time where he'll throw it in. 1-2 pitch. Went after a high fastball. Strike 3.
And Bernardini has not gone since the first pitch. Now, 2 outs, McGillen up. Now do you send him?
Got to.
Yep,
I have to.
You have to send him. Get the runner in.
There he goes.
Position. Here you go. Here's the throw.
Throw down to second, and it gets away. Throw down to third, not in time.
Steele and E6, I suppose, for letting it get through. Now,
the winning run 60 feet away, and John McGillian, who had a single in the third, can send everybody home right here. And he fouled it off the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike to count, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Way inside, ball gets away. The runner will hold.
2-1.
Dr. D enjoying the game. He loves a good baseball game. High. 3 balls and a strike now to John McGillian.
Leaf Bergquist.
3-1. 3-1.
Low, ball 4. And McGillian running right around. And he goes right to second base. Dan Conley so upset with that ball 4 call. Just lost his concentration, never checked the runner, and McGillian went around to second, though he means absolutely nothing as far as this game is concerned.
Leaf Bergquist.
That's over strike 1. Leaf Bergquist with a double in the 3rd inning. A 1-hopper over the fence in left field.
Base hit wins this ball game.
Outside, 1-1.
Connolly kind of losing it out there.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runners at second and third.
By the way, when I said losing it, kind of control of himself, not the ball. He's still throwing very hard.
Foul it back.
Bergquist just staying alive. Little John Travolta, huh?
it with an RBI single in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the East has defeated the West with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th by a final of 10-8.